So we'll close our eyes, just tune in internally for a couple minutes, a couple moments of repose. Our theme today is the beloved. The beloved. So feeling into that, these words, the beloved, feeling into how that lands with us. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we like to go around and do introductions. Of course, it's optional. So I'll go ahead and go first. We usually say our name, where we're from. And then if we like, we can say something about the theme. So I'm Robert. I'm from Western Mass. I live in South Hadley, Massachusetts. And, this is a very mystical topic, but also a very personal topic also, the lover and the beloved. Of course, we practice in our relationships, but I think in meditation, we also practice it with a one being, having an experience where we feel as though we are the beloved. And there's many beautiful, there's a lot of beautiful poetry in this sort of topic as well. The mystics say that the love between the moon and the sun is so strong that without it, the moon would just disappear, right? Just burst into flames and vanish. And so it's an interesting topic. Obviously, I'm excited about. So that's my introduction. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our first practice. I invite you all to close your eyes. And then we begin with our posture, tuning into our bodies. So just feeling ourselves sitting in the chair, feet flat on the ground, grounded, and our spine and neck pointing up toward the ceiling. I really like to roll my shoulders back a couple times, really opening up the heart and the chest. And then hands, palms up, just hands down on our lap. Palms up, facing the world. We are interacting with the world when we meditate. But most importantly, we're preparing the body to be still for some time, preparing the body to meditate, giving it attention wherever it's needed. And then the next step in the practice is we begin to observe our everyday breath. Observing the breath as it moves into the body, into our lungs, and then back out again, back out through the nose or the mouth. Very often the everyday breath is quite shallow, and that's fine. So we just keep observing, sensing any emotions on the breath. Maybe we have a sense of calm, maybe we have a sense of anxiety. Maybe we have a sense of joy, and maybe we don't have a sense of joy. A bit of sadness, perhaps. So just sensing into that, sensing the breath, sensing what's riding on the breath. And so then when we have a good feel for where we are physically and emotionally, we move into a deeper breath. And I invite you to use what's called a water breath. So that's breathing in through the nose and then breathing out through the mouth. kind of like a gentle sigh. Deepening the breath. And I invite you to put one of your hands on your stomach. Putting your hand on your stomach can be a wonderful way to meditate. This is the way that young children and even babies breathe. It's all belly breath. It's a wonderful way to deepen the breath. My teacher, Susanna, says that the secret to a full breath is finishing the exhale. And so what we like to do is at the very end of the exhale, we can feel our belly buttons almost touching the spine. And then we flex our stomach muscles a little bit more to let a little bit more air out. And then it's as if the inhale just happens spontaneously. This deep inhale. It's as if every cell in our being is being nourished by this wonderful deep breath. And then when you're ready, we'll take the next step in the practice, which is to make the subject of our meditation the heart center or the physical heart. And so we put our other hand over our chest and we just place our tension on our chest, on our physical heart, while we breathe the water breath. The heart loves this attention. This is the emotional center of the human being, a very important place for us to nourish ourselves, nourish all the hardships and emotional changes with the energy of the breath. You can almost sense like we are nourishing our hearts or breathing. It's like on the inhale, on the exhale, this is wonderful ebb and flow of energy, nourishing the heart. We call this energizing our hearts. This is also the stage in heart rhythm meditation where we strive to have a sensation of the heart, the heartbeat. And this is actually achievable. Some people do it right away, even. For myself, it took me 2 months of doing this practice before I finally could consistently feel my heartbeat. And sometimes it takes folks even longer than that. But it's very helpful if we can try to see, with our hand over our heart, we'll try to feel rather, the love dove, the pulsation of the heartbeat. It can be also wonderful just to put our thumb on our wrist and feel the pulse on the wrist. That's another way that we can do it. Or feel the pulse on the neck. It really brings a very harmonious and just a very harmonious sensation to feel our own heartbeat. And then the final step in our basic practice, this is why it's called heart rhythm meditation, is we establish a steady rhythm of heartbeats between the inhale and the exhale. And this can be done by simply counting, 6 heartbeats on the inhale, 6 heartbeats on the exhale, or using a phrase. There's many different ways the students like to do it. That's kind of the last easy to say, difficult to master step of heart rhythm meditation. And so we're going to go deeper into this meditation, into our theme today of experiencing the state of the beloved. So we'll continue with a water element. It's a very beautiful way to practice where we begin by inhaling from above. And what's really beautiful is today I feel it's going to rain. So it's like in the physical world, it's kind of mirroring what our practice is today. And so in the inhale, the energy comes down from above, and it's an infinite dimension pouring down upon us. I like to think that the stars themselves are pouring down their love down upon us, the cosmos above, the heavens above. It's a very pure form of love that comes down on the inhale, nourishing our hearts, coming down to the crown and the spine and the head and the neck and down, pouring into the heart. On the exhale. So we inhale, the heart lifts on the inhale, there's a rising. So on the inhale, you can feel your chest go out, your shoulders kind of expand on the inhale, and we reach up above to the heavens. And then on the exhale, we pour all of that love down into our hearts. A bit as the love of the angels pouring down into our hearts. Heart just adores this energy. And different things may come up in the practice. This is a theme that it's not easy to accept this love for many of us. It's a practice of being receptive and open to it. Many of us go into these places like, I don't deserve this love, you know. And so we just let the water wash over us. It's the most basic metaphor for human beings. We all drink water. We don't really think about whether we deserve to drink a glass of water. you know. So we just let it pour over us and let it wash over that. It's really a wound of the heart that we have. Many wounds of the heart, emotional wounds in our lives. It's part of being human. It's part of what we do here, what we come to do to learn to be. So things come up, different people that have hurt us, different situations that have been tough. And I bet even today, life isn't perfect. But this is our private time in meditation. You know, they're not here right now. You just let the waters pour down and wash through. So either we're, you know, it's kind of there's two ways, right? Either we're open to the love pouring down and we just let it come down, pour into our hearts, energize our hearts, or we're not so open, it's a little tough. So then what's happening is we're through the washing of the water element, we are purifying our hearts. Do you see? All four of these elements are a purification practice. And what more beautiful way and purify our hearts than the washing of the waters from above with the water element. So it becomes a dance. It really is the dance of the lover and the beloved. One way or the other, it's all about love. All right. When you're ready, you can return your breathing back to the everyday breath, feeling ourselves sitting in the seat with our feet on the ground. And I invite you to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right. Well, I had a really great practice. I really felt my heart really filling up with a lot of love. I mean, it's just the effect practicing with the group is always so wonderful for me. I always feel like $1 million after I practice with you guys. Um, so would anyone else like to share about their experience? The water element, brings up a lot of emotions and it's okay. That's what it's about. A lot of wonderful processing can happen. If you really like the water element, I recommend the first book here, Living from the Heart. It goes through the four elements and has practices for water. And so, you can pick this up from Amazon, Living from the Heart.
I don't know if it's available on Audible, but I think you can get it from their website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway,
Show the book again, please.
well, you can see this. Living from the
Thanks.
Heart. And then those are our teachers in the back there. Yeah. By Paran and Susanna Baer. Bair. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we had a nice discussion. So let's go ahead and do our second practice. We'll also have a piece of music to meditate to. So just like before, I invite you all to close your eyes. And just like before, we begin with posture, preparing the body to meditate, making the adjustments so that our body, feels pretty stable and solid. Feet on the ground, sitting steady in the chair, spine and neck pointing up to the ceiling. And then I like to roll my shoulders back so my shoulder blades are almost touching a couple times. And just like before, maybe we'll tune into our everyday breath just to see where our our breath is now. Probably our breath is a little bit more deep and our emotions are shifted a little bit, riding on the breath. So maybe tuning into that. And we'll be going through the same steps as before, just a little bit quicker. So you switch then to the water breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'll give you a tip that I really like. I like to flare my stomach nostrils on the inhale. So just opening them up a little bit on the inhale. And that really helps deepen the inhale breath for me. And then just like before, the exhale is like a sigh. And I invite you to put one of your hands on your stomach. deepening the breath, and feeling the stomach. I like to put my fingers over my belly button, just feeling it expand on the inhale and contract toward the back of the spine on the exhale. And then just like before, we put our other hand over our chest, over our hearts. Placing our tension in the center of our chest, or our heart chakra, while we breathe. Just continuing to energize the heart, feeling the heartbeat. This is a really, good time to tune into the heartbeat if that's something that comes easily for us. And this is just like the core of our practice, our anchor, heartbeat and breath, heartbeat and breath. All sorts of things can come up in meditation. Sometimes we have visions, sometimes, we have premonition, sometimes we see light, sometimes we can even have olfactory smells. All sorts of things can happen. And more than anything else, memories of all sorts of things we had tried to avoid come up. And this is our anchor, our home, heartbeat and breath, heartbeat and breath. Coming back to the rhythms of our body, heartbeat and the breath. Relaxing into the heartbeat and breath, allowing it to kind of overtake us. And so we'll continue this metaphor of the water pouring down, and we're going to take it even deeper. So again, on the inhale, it's a rising up, infinitely up, or the angelic and the stars and the cosmos, and we reach even those levels on the inhale. And on the exhale, there's this loving rain pouring down upon us. And perhaps we feel the energy nourishing our heads at first, the crown and the top of the head and the mind, and then down to the neck, the ears, the neck, really kind of washing our whole bodies, and then down into the heart. And then once our hearts are energized, it keeps pouring down further. So, we feel the energy of the breath nourishing and loving our bodies below the heart, spine, down, to the lower extremities, even our legs and our feet. It can be very gradual about it, it's not just allowing it to happen. And eventually, hopefully we do these practices at home and we get to a place where our hearts are energized, our bodies are fully energized with this loving energy pouring down from above. And then we can even continue further, where from the base of the spine, the root, and our feet, the water pours up from the heavens down to the core of the earth, the heart of the earth. And so maybe playing with this a little bit. This is what's called the vertical dimension of the heart, or from infinitely above, these heavenly, angelic, pure energies pour down their love down to the heart, and then from the heart and the root all the way down to the core of the earth, which is just a veil to the one. And so these are both infinite channels of energy connecting heaven and earth. And so I would say that's a more assertive water practice, more on the masculine side. And I want to leave you with something that's very simple, but very beautiful, the water element before we go to the music piece. And that is this experience of just allowing the water to flow and feeling very receptive, just allowing. Just allowing it to happen, relaxing into it. And if we can allow ourselves to be that place where the breathing is just happening, the love is flowing, it just keeps flowing, and our breathing, it just happens. And we get to this place where, am I breathing or am I being breathed? Is this my breath or thy breath? And that's kind of the ideal. That might be a leap for some of us, but it's really about the water element can be very receptive, very much like it's all happening for us. We're taken care of and so beloved, so loved. It's always flowing through, always there. My teacher recently said, there is nothing that you can do that will take you out of my heart.
There is so much magnificence near the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. There is so much magnificence near the ocean. Waves are coming in, waves are coming in. There
All right, and then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. It's just wonderful to sit with you guys. I'm having a great, great evening myself. I felt I really went very deeply into the water element today with you. I really appreciate it. So would anyone like to say anything before we close for tonight? I think I've got Matt here weeping. It's a good sign, a lot of physical water.
Just got a little dust in my eyes, that's all.
It's all dusty. Yeah.
Wink,
All
wink.
right. Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'll just, unless anyone has anything pressing, it's wonderful to practice with you all. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening.